Welcome to another Meeples and Milkshakes Board Game Cafe unboxing video. I'm Jim. We have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, maybe, I'm not sure every one of those has games in it, but we have 13 boxes here. We'll find out if they all have games in it. Let's get to it. All right, so we have sold a lot of copies of Kulami, and this is because we love the game a lot and we tell a lot of people about it. It's the game you've probably seen us talk about several times. We got 5 more copies in. I think 2 of them are already spoken for, so I think we have 3 left. And last time I checked, the distributor was sold out now because we've sort of wiped them out of all of their inventory because we keep ordering it. So if you want one of these anytime soon, you'll need to get to meeples.ca or in store and buy one as soon as possible because they won't last, I promise. It's an awesome, awesome 2-player game, and would be a great thing for you and your friend to play in the coming times when we're not going out other places. Speaking of things that are already put aside for people, Quacks of Quedlinburg, at least one of the 3 copies that we got in is already spoken for. I'd have to look at my records. It might be 2 of the 3, but there it is. Quacks of Quedlinburg back in stock. Very, very fun push your luck game, family game, bag building game. 2008 Kennerspiel du Jahr, Connoisseur's Game of the Year. And there we are. We have 1 or 2 left. Next up we have Robinson Crusoe Treasure Chest. This is a expansion for Robinson Crusoe, a great cooperative game by Portal Games. It says, experience the adventure of the mysterious cursed island in a whole new way. Combine new components with those from the basic version of the game. Improve your shelter and face new beasts. Feel the adventure calling thanks to infinite replayability. Ooh, infinite. Very cool. So, one of these, again, is spoken for already, but the other one is available. So, if you are a big fan of Robinson Crusoe, we have 1 left. Maybe we can get more. I haven't checked the stock lately, but you know, if you want it, you should come and get it right away. Next up, broken record time. This copy of Cosmic Frog is spoken for, and I think it's the only copy in this shipment, but I believe we're getting more in our next shipment. Cosmic Frog is a very, very cool looking game. It says this is not a toy. Well, I have to disagree with that, but maybe they're onto something. It's a pretty cool looking game. And yeah, what is it? A 2 to 6 player game, 45 to 90 minutes, ages 14 and up. So they think it's pretty serious fun. And I love the components and the artwork in this game. Definitely check out Board Game Geek and see what you think. Devious Weasel Games has a hit on their hand. It's a game of strategic gluttony. World Eaters from Dimension Zero. Well, I love it. I really would hope that eventually we can get enough copies that I can justify putting one in the cafe because that looks really fun. And then the last thing in this box is actually a Christmas present for somebody I know, so I'm not going to show it on camera. We're just going to move on to the next box. Just a quick restock. There's 2 copies here of Unlock Secret Adventures. Unlock are very cool escape room games. So yeah, here's a restock of this one. I think we needed more. There it is. Ooh, this is the first time I see this game. This is Dragomino, My First King Domino. This is a kid's version of King Domino, which is already a very lightweight family game, but this is even simpler. So it says here on the back of the box, pick a domino to add to your kingdom. Try to match the dominoes already in play. Each matching domino scores an egg, which is either empty or has a baby dragon inside. Who will find the most baby dragons? So this came recommended. It's a Bruno Cathala game, as is King Domino. This came highly recommended as a really fun kids game. Somehow completely had escaped me that it existed, and when I heard about this I was very excited. So here we have 4 copies. This will be a great gift for young ones in your family. It is meant for ages 5 and up. So there we go. Really, as I've said over and over again, we're always on the lookout for good kids games, and I think we have one here. Ooh. So, as is custom, this is special ordered. When I Dream by Chris Darsaklis. Looks really neat if it actually comes with this like bed that you put the cards in, that sleigh bed. Very neat. When I Dream, take the time to dream. In When I Dream, players take turns as the dreamer who places a mask over their eyes. The other players are dream spirits who each use a single word to describe the same card. But beware the Sandmen and other boogeymen who will try to lead the dreamer astray. When I Dream is a simple and enchanting communication game for 4 to 10 players. This is the first time we've had this in stock. Looks like a great thing to put in the library, and also a great thing for that person to take home finally. I've been waiting a long time for this to come in, so I'm very happy for them that it is here in time. Very nice. When I Dream. Now, the next thing in this box is sort of a tease. It is a Potion Explosion game night kit. This was something that came out a long time ago when Potion Explosion came out. It's for organized play of Potion Explosion. Well, we can't do organized play right now, and they don't even have any copies of Potion Explosion to send me to go along with this. They're still out of stock, but oh well, at least I have this and I can dream about organized play game nights for Potion Explosion someday in the future. We do have Potion Explosion in the library though. It's a very, very fun game. One of like those games where you have the marbles and you're chaining them, like you're trying to get them to connect and they explode. That kind of game. Like you said, there were a lot of mobile games, some really popular ones. I can't remember the name of them for some reason. But it's kind of like that, but on the table. It's a really, really fun game. And now we have this thing we can't use, but that's great. Thank you. All right. Even more fun. First up, we have Suburbia, which is a game that I didn't think I was going to be able to get anymore, but it's come back, been reprinted. This is a very, very fun tile laying, engine building game. I have played it and I really like this game. It's by Bezier Games. It is a 1 to 4 player game that takes about 90 minutes according to the box. I think that's about right. You are laying these tiles to profit the best in your city compared to your opponents. Quite a lot of fun, and we have 2 copies. I don't believe any of them are spoken for yet. I just brought it in because I was so excited to see it get reprinted, and we've never had it here except for one special order of the collector's edition that we brought in over the summer, because that was the only edition that we could get at the time. So that's that. Next up, a game I have not played, Princess Jing. This game looks very cool on the table, and I just don't know why they showed the back of all these pieces on the back of the box instead of the front, because the artwork on them is so nice. But Princess Jing is a very neat game. It's a 2-player game that plays in a quick 25 minutes. And I remember seeing this demoed at the first Shucks in 2017 in Vancouver. Shucks is the conference where I get these shirts from. Yeah, looks really neat. Take a look at the videos about it on YouTube and Board Game Geek. See what you think. Captain Sonar, a game I'm not sure if I should bring in because it plays best at 8 players, and we can't even have 8 players here. I suppose you could at home, maybe not right now, but this is a really fun game, and I'm not sure when I can get it again, so we brought in at least 1 copy. This is 8-player battleship, 8-player team battleship, 4-on-4, and I think this, I'm always complaining about backs of boxes. Well, this back of box is awesome. This is what it looks like on the table. You have a partition in the middle of the table, and there will be 4 people on one team on one side of the table, 4 on the other side. And each team has a captain who is navigating their submarine around the water, and then there's a radio operator who is listening to the navigation commands coming from the opposing captain, trying to trace a path on their map of where they think the other submarine is. The engineer and the first mate are managing the systems and managing the wear and tear on the ship and damage. And powering up systems so that the captain can use them, like sonar and torpedoes and mines and silent running and all those kind of things. And it's a frenetic real-time game where you're trying to find the other submarine and torpedo it and blow it out of the water before you get blown out of the water. And it's super fun. You can play it with fewer players, like 6 or 4, but it really is best when you play it at 8. I could definitely see playing this at 6, quite honestly. I think 2 of the roles you could combine, have one person handle 2 of the roles. It's definitely doable. But beyond that, it'd be pretty tough to play 4 players or some odd number of players. Would be quite interesting. You can maybe play with 7 or 5, I guess. But anyway, this is an awesome game. Every time I've played it, I've loved it. But it's just questionable about whether it's the right time to have it. But if you do want it, we'll have it. So there it is, Captain Sonar, Synchronize, Organize, Navigate, Attack, and Repair. That is a great game by Madigo Games. And yeah, if you do get it, I hope you really enjoy it like we do. We briefly had Museum in stock a while ago, and we brought in a couple more copies. A game that I still haven't had the chance to play, but it has beautiful graphic design and illustration by Vincent Dutray and Ekaterina Varlamov, and boy, just a gorgeous looking game. Hopefully I get to play this one of these days. Holy Grail Games produces this one. There we go. And then lastly in this box we have an expansion for Treasure Island, another Vincent Dutray art. It's Captain Silver, and you can see it comes with a promo attached to it, so thank you very much to the publisher for including that. Captain Silver Revenge Island requires Treasure Island, of course. I'm not really exactly sure what it includes, but it has some very nice maps and components. You can see, I'll just fold this thing over. Kind of hard to read here impromptu with the font as it is, but take a look if you have Treasure Island. This is something you may like. So there we go, Captain Silver. Oh, fun. That's right. ICECOOL. It's in. Another great kids game. Yeah, and we have this in the library too, by the way. ICECOOL. This is a 2 to 4 player game, ages 6 and up. And you are shooting these little penguins around. You set up the walls in the place. I haven't played it, but I've seen it played, and it looks super fun. Actually, a friend of mine has this, and their kids love it. So this is the first time I've been able to get it in. I'm really happy to have it in right now. So this is another great gift to give the little kid in your life that loves board games. Ooh, okay, now we have a brand new expansion for Seven Wonders Duel. Seven Wonders Duel is the 2-player version, 2-player only version of Seven Wonders, and it's a fantastic game. We also, well, actually, we might be out of the Pantheon expansion right now. That's an awesome expansion, and I'm hoping this one is just as good. It's brand new, so I haven't played it yet. I can't tell you it's as good as Pantheon, but it looks really neat. It says, decisions are made within the walls of the Senate that will shape the destiny of civilization, while conspirators work toward their own goals in shadowy corridors. This is an expansion for Seven Wonders Duel. Very neat. Yeah, so we've got a bunch of these because we love Seven Wonders and Duel, and especially, and we think that everybody who has Seven Wonders, this Duel, is going to be looking forward to having a new experience with it. Right in time for the holidays, when 2-player games are going to be all the rage, unfortunately, or fortunately for 2-player game enthusiasts. Very nice. We had just sold out of Zombie Kids Evolution, and now for the first time we have Zombie Teens Evolution. This one is ages 8 and up. Scorpion Mask, another game by them, and it's a 2 to 4 player cooperative campaign game, I believe. This is, I mean, at least Zombie Kids was. Let me see. Dun, dun, dun. Yeah, sequel to Zombie Kids. They are 2 different games, independent yet compatible. Really neat. So you don't need Zombie Kids Evolution, but it's compatible with it in some way. Very nice. So really excited to have this one in as well. Yet another kids game that we're bringing in just in time for the holidays. Very happy to have them in. Let's start with the special order that's in this box, and that is SOS Dino. We have 2 copies. One of them is spoken for already. I have seen this played, we have a copy from the library, and I've seen this played by customers and they absolutely loved it. I can't remember if it was the people who played this that then ordered it, special ordered it, but in any rate, whoever is getting this is going to have a lot of fun with their kids. I do know the table that was playing it here really had a great time with it. They played it several times, I think, and boy, really, really neat game. I have not played it yet, but it, you can see, and I can't read German, but I'm going to guess it's a winner or a nominee for the Spiel des Jahres in 2018. So that's pretty cool. So Loki Games here has a 1 to 4 player game, 25 minutes. I do know it has really neat minis in it. Well, you can see one of them here. They're really nice. They're all really nice, honestly. And there we go. So I'm excited to have that in. Then brought in here Adventure Time Card Wars. This one is not a special order. The previous 2 that we brought in were, but this is just going to be on the shelf all by its lonesome. Finn and Jake Collector's Pack. It is a 2-player game. The most epic card game ever found in the land of Ooh, or anywhere for that matter. Now you can battle just like Finn and Jake to decide who will be the dweeb and who will be the cool guy. All right. Wow. If you like Adventure Time, check this out for sure. Next up, a game I have played is this Dragon Castle. It is a 2 to 4 player game that plays well at 2 players and at 4 players. I think I've even played it at 3 and had fun. You can see the Mahjong style tiles, and you will stack them up Mahjong style, but this is not Mahjong. It is a derivative game. A lot of fun, ages 8 plus. It is a game that is published by Simon, or Cool Mini or Not. They always do great art and great components, and this is absolutely no exception to that rule. This is a game that my family has enjoyed quite a few times, and we brought it over to a friend's house and played it with them, and they've enjoyed it too. So definitely want to check out reviews on this one and check out how to play. Pretty simple to learn and just a heck of a lot of fun. Dragon Castle. And then if you've been poking your head in the box, or if Xavier has been letting you poke your head in the box as we do this, we have a bunch of copies of Just One. Because I don't know when I would get them next. Availability has been spotty for me this year, so we brought a bunch in. This is pretty much our favorite party game, I would have to say. It's our go-to warm-up game when we're playing with a bunch of people. It is one of the easiest games I've ever seen to teach. You pretty much don't have to teach it, you just start playing. Really couldn't be easier to teach the whole game in 30 seconds, so I might as well, right? Everybody has one of these little things on it that they can write. It comes with a bunch of pens. Somebody is going to pick a card, and maybe they're going to say, they're not going to look at the card, but they're going to pick a number from 1 to 5. So if they pick 2, their word would be circus, and everybody would have to give them clues so that they can guess the word circus. Now, first of all, important to mention, this is a cooperative game, so you're trying to help that person guess the word circus. You're going to give them different clues, or hopefully they're different, because any clues that are the same, like clown here was given twice, they get removed, and the only clues that the person gets to use to guess are the ones that remain. So in this case, arena and tent. Hopefully they can guess the word circus. If your friend is able to guess the word, then you guys get a point. If they can't figure it out, they can just skip, and nothing bad happens. But if they guess and they're wrong, your team, you lose a point, but you lose the opportunity for a point, because one of the cards that you would have got to play as a group will get discarded. So you want to be careful. You want to try to come up with unique clues. Super fun game, and you're just trying to get as many right as you can before you run out. You just start with 13 cards at the start of the game, and you go as far as you can. It was the game of the year for 2019. It is an awesome game. I can't recommend this highly enough. It is so fun. This is also a great game, even with like fewer than the maximum players. It says the maximum players is 7, but we've played it with more than 7. You just need to have more pens and more little things to write on. That's not hard to figure out. And yeah, it even plays well at fewer players, like 4 or 3. It's just an awesome, awesome game. Even Dice Tower said in 2018 it is the best party game. So can't argue with that whatsoever. Right, they call those easels. That's the word that was escaping me. So, Just One. Check it out. Whoa, okay. let's open the thing that I said whoa about, because this is the new version of Inish, the new box art. This has been around for a year or so, but it's the first time I've seen it in person. I have the original version in our library, which also has beautiful art, but this is the new updated edition of Inish. This is a really fun game where you and it's not cooperative, but everybody is trying to take control of as many places as they can, many tiles, and this board will grow during the course of the game. But you're not exactly just trying to have, you're trying to like control the most. There's a few different victory conditions. Let's see if if it lists them here. It doesn't, but there's like 3 victory conditions, and I think you have to have 2 of them, if I remember correctly. Do you have to satisfy 2 of the 3 or something? But you have to satisfy it up like for the whole round. So like basically everybody, I think, has time to undo your victory before it's over. It's also like a deck building game and a card drafting game. Just awesome. And I love the art, I love the components, I love how these boards all fit together like jigsaw pieces. Really clever how that's done, and the art on all the cards is just as cool as the art on the box. Trust me, very, very nice game. Comes with 66 highly detailed plastic figures as well. Everything about this game is great, and it's for 2 to 4 players and takes about an hour to play. Definitely want to check this out. If you've never played Inish, you can come down to the cafe and try it, and then you might want to take it home. Next up is a game that I have played. I don't remember too much about it, honestly. Oh, now I'm looking at the box, I remember. I did like this game. This is a Bruno Cathala game. Yeah, so this is Cyclades. And this is another area control game. Very colorful components and very nice board. This is a tricky game. I'm not very good at it. This is not my kind of game. I mean, it's a game that I like. I'm just always bad at these games. I'm not great at the strategy of these kind of games and area control games. But it's a really neat one. I like it a lot better than Kemet, which everybody but me loves. I mean, some people say Kemet's one of their favorite games ever, and for me, it's just I can't figure it out. So I always feel like a doofus playing it, honestly. But I can do better in this game, but I probably won't win against the people that I have played this against ever, because they're just really good at these games and I'm not. Still, very cool game that we've been looking for this for all year. We've had this on back order all year, and we're finally bringing it in, and really happy to see that. And same with a lot of these games. We've been waiting, like Inish, ICECOOL, that Captain Silver expansion for Treasure Island, Captain Sonar. We've been waiting for these games literally all year, like since we first had access to that distributor, the first order we placed with them, and they finally came. So just really excited to finally see these in, including this next one. Also, something we haven't had before. Well, actually, no, I think we had 1 copy of this before, but we waited to get more for a long time. This is the 5th ingredient expansion for Potion Explosion. Still no base game to be found, but we have more of the expansion. And so this adds another ingredient to Potion Explosion. It just adds a bit more variety and some more potions. If you have Potion Explosion, I definitely recommend you check this one out. We have 2 more copies to make available on meeples.ca and in store. Okay, so here we have a couple more copies of Kulami, and there should be 1 more in the other box, hopefully. If there's another box there that could contain it. So there's 4 Kulami, there's 1 more. 2 which are spoken for already. And then, I did not expect to get more of these ever. But I did, and I splurged, and I got a bunch because I want everybody to have a crack at this. It is so nice. What could that be? Well, of course, it is the alternative cover to Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. This is the hobby store only variant. You can only find this in hobby stores. That means that we can get it, and big box stores can't. We're so proud to be able to have this. It is so nice. I mean, the retail version of the cover is beautiful too, don't get me wrong, but this is just extra sweet. And we only had 3 the first time. We misjudged how many we should bring in. That was my mistake, 100%. I got chastised for it by my customers, and well, I was lucky enough to be able to rectify the mistake. So there we go. We've got a whole bunch in. If you want this, email us, info@meeples.ca, or go to meeples.ca and just buy it, or come to the store. We've got quite a few right now, and I think 1 or 2 are spoken for, but there's plenty left. So there we go. I'm not going to crack any of these open, of course. Actually, you know what? I am going to crack one open because one of these is finally mine. I have enough now that I can say I'm keeping a copy. Oh, I'm so excited. Okay, Tasha's Cauldron of Everything. This is my copy. Ooh, Chapter 1, Character Options. So there's a lot of neat stuff. A friend of mine has been reading this and is very excited about it. So character options, group patrons, magical miscellany, dungeon masters tools. So there's stuff for the artificer from Eberron, barbarian, bard, cleric, druid, fighter, monk, paladin, ranger, rogue, sorcerer, warlock, wizard. More feats. There is all kinds of stuff in here. Things for artificers, that's pretty neat, hey? And optional class features for different classes, and yeah, spells. Oh, actually, no, these are the feats, aren't they? Yeah, these are the, or no, this is for druids. Let's see. Oh, fighters, okay. Anyway, there's all kinds of neat stuff in here. So, great art, and there we go. It's very nice. Well, I'm just excited. I can't just sit here and read the book. I have to continue unboxing. But I've been waiting for this for a long time. And if you've been waiting for it, your wait can be over too. We have plenty. I'm just going to put this aside so I don't accidentally sell the cracked copy. And of course they did. One box just for the blessed copy, the blessed last copy of Kulami. I hope we get more of this. I hope we can convince them to order it in real soon, because we're going to be so sad when we're all out for reals. Kulami, what an amazing game. We have 2 copies in our cafe. We also have a staff copy because we all love this. And I found out recently that somebody I know absolutely hates this game. Can't stand it, he said. Quite surprises me. But to each their own. Everybody else I know loves it. We'll teach people this game in like 2 minutes, and they'll start playing it, and before they're done their last game, they're like, do you have this for sale? Yeah, well, we do for now. Maybe for a few more days, if we're lucky. So this box here says on it, do not release before December 4th. It's December 8th. So we're definitely in holiday shipping season. This game, or this box, is a week late arriving, and that is par for the course. It's just something we have to accept. It's not that big a deal at the end of the day, but we would have loved to have had this last Friday when it was supposed to be available, but now we finally have it. First up, we have the Christmas edition of Patchwork, because we can't have enough versions of Patchwork here. Yeah, what does it say? So many pieces of cloth and patches lying around. Time to make a beautiful Christmas-themed quilt out of them. This requires significant effort and time, though, and a steady supply of buttons. Yes, it does. The player who picks the best patches and combines them most skillfully into a patchwork quilt wins the game. So I think this is basically the same game as Patchwork. I don't see anything different from it from the outside, and I haven't heard about anything different about it. Oh, it includes a cookie cutter. That's different. Hello. Very neat. A Tetris-shaped cookie cutter? Sign me up for that. Yeah, okay. Well, there you go. Christmas edition. There's the hook. The cookie cutter. That's okay. I can accept that. That's neat. I love Patchwork. It's a great 2-player game. We also have the Americana edition. We have Patchwork Express. I'm not sure if we have Patchwork Doodle left in stock. Here I am just walking around during the video. Looks like it's out of stock. We're gonna have to restock Patchwork Doodle. That is a cool game. There we go, we got the Christmas edition. Okay, this is a new game by Lookout Games, and this one is a special order, but this one can be yours. Even right way up. This is a 2-player game that takes 30 minutes to play, approximately, ages 10 and up. It says here, let's read it together. Variable setup, tough choices, super fast gameplay. Today, Glasgow is the biggest city in Scotland. Glasgow? Yeah, why did I say Glasgow? Glasgow is the biggest city in Scotland and 3rd biggest in the United Kingdom. Since the 18th century, the city of Glasgow saw a great restructuring. Merchants of the area took the lead in developing what became modern Glasgow, one of the first grid-planned cities in Europe. In this competitive game for 2 players, you play as one of those merchants, brokering contracts at the docks and buying real estate with the hope of having the greatest contribution to the new city of Glasgow. Okay, this has had good reviews, and I am looking forward to trying it. I don't know that I'll get to open one of these myself for the cafe, because we only have 2. I think we're bringing in more, though. I hope we are. If I remember correctly, I ordered some more. But it looks really neat, and Lookout Games makes awesome games, honestly. And I don't know too many Lookout games I don't love, so definitely give this a look-see if you're looking for a pretty quick 2-player game to play that has some meat to it. Glasgow. Now, this is from the makers of Azul, Next Move Games, and boy, is this dripping with Azul-like beauty. Isn't it? Look at this, Beez. I'm very stoked about this game. Bees, prepare yourself to take flight as a bee. Players will compete to optimize their flight plans to secure nectar for their hive. Be careful of the other bees. You will compete with them over a set of public and private scoring goals. The challenge in planning and storing the nectar will make your brain buzz. Set your flight path, move your bee to collect nectar, and store your nectar to match your objectives. So, watched a review of this quickly, and it was very favorable. And it looks like Dan Halstad has a winner. I really hope so. It just looks gorgeous. I think if a game this gorgeous wasn't awesome, it would be just an absolute travesty. I'm sure it's very good though, and I would like for you to check it out and let us know what you think. The more I look at the components here, the more I want to play it. Look at this awesome bee here. It's got little transparent wings, if you can get in there close enough to see it, and it's on a little hexagonal trophy stand type of thing. Boy, does that ever look cool. I want. I need to play games. Absolutely. Let's play. Let's just play this. Yeah. Awesome. Okay, well, we have a bunch, and boy, I'm all smitten with Beez here. Cool that was the last thing that we're opening. So that's the end of this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it the thumbs up. Also, please share it to your friends. Let them know that we're bringing in all these cool things, and it's not too late to get them shipped out in time for the holidays. But you do want to move quickly because Canada Post is getting more and more overwhelmed. However, and we had some packages that were delayed. Customers called us and said, hey, what's going on? And we're like, we sent them. They did get delivered. They were a bit late, but we were able to track them down, and Canada Post got them moving and got them to their destination. So fear not. If you're waiting for your packages to arrive, they will come. Yeah, there's still lots of days left to get things in the mail, especially if you're in Western Canada. It doesn't take all that long. We've been getting a lot of orders lately from Quebec and Ontario, which is great for us to see. Exciting to have more people interested in what we're offering in Eastern Canada as well, and not just Western Canada. But yeah, there we go. Obviously, the news today, well, today is December 8th, so the news yesterday actually was that the restrictions are being extended for another month in British Columbia, which means that, well, quite frankly, it probably means that the cafe is going to continue to be mostly empty all the time, which is really sad for us. It's hard for us to deal with this, honestly, and I don't want to whine or complain. I know it's for the best, but it is going to be tough for our business. We could definitely use all the support you could give, and there's lots of ways to help us out that don't include having to come down here and spend a lot of money, although we're not going to discourage that. Sharing our posts on Facebook and Twitter, Instagram, telling your friends about us, giving us a good review if we've done good by you, like we have others. All of those things really help. Of course, we also sell gift certificates, and if you purchase a membership, we will extend the membership to at least January 8th, or whenever like January 8th of, at this point, 2022, or whenever the restrictions get lifted. We don't want people to feel like they're buying a membership and then not being able to really use it to its full potential. So that's something we'll do. So you'll get a little bit of extra time. And I guess it's worth saying that yes, you are allowed to come here. Restaurants are still operating. You are allowed to come here with people from your household. So if you have people in your household that like to play games, you're welcome to come down here, take games off our shelf. You can pretty much feel pretty safe that most of these games have not been touched in quite a while, because we've had so few people in here, sad to say. So we continue to exceed all of the COVID safety requirements, have done a great job making this place clean and safe. And it's a tough position for me to be in, to try to, suggest that people come down here, because we're supposed to be safe, and I wouldn't be suggesting this if I didn't think it was safe. It's fairly safe to say right now. It's not like you're going to be in a madhouse here at the cafe right now because of current events. So anyway, until next time, thanks again for watching, and we do appreciate your support, and stay safe and be kind and be calm. Thank you very much.